My name is Stacy Atkins. This is my book talking assignment for LIS 524, Winter Quarter 2010. This book talk is going to focus on two young adult novels, The Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan and The Maze Runner by James Dashner. Now you'll notice that neither of these books was a book suggested for me in our reader's profile assignment, but I decided to go ahead and do these two books because I love them and they're awesome and I think that people should read them. So, these two books share a theme of a post-apocalyptic future, where teens must assume adult roles in a scary and uncertain future. While both books are marketed towards young adult readers, I believe that they have a universal appeal for adult readers as well. I mean, after all, who doesn't wonder what the future holds? Okay, the first book we're going to talk about is The Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan. In this book, we are introduced to Mary, a teenage girl. Mary lives in a village that is surrounded by a large chain-link fence. This fence not only keeps the villagers inside and under the rule of the sisterhood, who is the ruling class that rules with religion and an iron fist, but the fence also has a greater purpose. It keeps the unconsecrated out. The unconsecrated are what you and I would call zombies. The zombies inhabit the surrounding forest, and quite possibly the entire world. Mary's life has been full of tragedy. She lost her mother and her father to the zombie plague. She's been promised to a boy that she doesn't love. And, after being ruled uncontrollable, she is sent to live with the sisterhood. But not even the all-knowing and the all-powerful sisters can save the village when the fences are breached and the zombies swarm inside. Now, generally, the zombies are pretty slow and a little clumsy, so the villagers have always been able to overpower them. But there's a new breed of zombie, a faster breed, a stronger breed, a fiercer breed. And the villagers can't overpower them. And so they take to the trees to fight for their lives. But Mary believes there is more to life than just the prison-like village and the forest of zombies. Mary believes in the ocean, a place where people live freely and outside of the reach of the zombies. Mary and several friends, including her brother, make a run for it down the fenced trail that has only been used by the sisterhood. Now, they don't know where this trail leads, but Mary is sure that it will lead to safety. After all, Mary's on her way to the ocean. And the others, well, they're merely looking for safety. The group discovers that there are other enclosed villages that have been breached and abandoned. The sisterhood has always claimed that there were no other villages. Why would they lie? Surely, there are other villages that are still safe, aren't there? Well, Mary and her friends are in a race for their lives. Will they reach the ocean and finally be free from the threat of the unconsecrated? Or will they fall victim to a seemingly inevitable end? Okay, the next book we're going to discuss is The Maze Runner by James Dashner. Now, after a long journey in a dark elevator, Thomas arrives in the Glade, which is a village full of teenage boys. Now, upon first glance, the Glade seems, well, okay. I mean, there's food, they have to do chores, but there's shelter, and there are numerous friends that Thomas could make. But there are scary things, too. Like, where are the adults? How did Thomas even get there? And why doesn't he remember anything? And that's perhaps the most disturbing part. No memories. Which means no idea of parents, no family, no school, nothing. All blank. Eventually, Thomas befriends his fellow gladers, and he learns about the maze. The maze is an unbelievable structure. It opens in the morning, and it closes at dusk. Each night, the walls shift, making it impossible to solve. And the maze also houses horrible monsters known as grievers. While none of the boys know how they arrived in the Glade, or why they're even there, they're sure that they will be able to escape if they can only solve the maze. The life in the Glade is horribly interrupted when a girl arrives. That's right. A girl arrives, in the boy-inhabited glade. The girl arrives with a message. The end is near. Then, of course, she collapses into a coma. Somehow Thomas feels drawn to this girl, but he can't explain why. And then the girl's message begins to take shape. One tragic night, the walls to the maze do not close, and the grievers roam free, taking victims. Thomas and his friends must finally solve the maze and confront the people who put them there. But in order to do that, they must battle the endless stream of grievers and learn who they really are.